Hi everyone, welcome to my video on distro hopping. This video is going to be a little bit less technical than my previous videos, but that's okay, it's just for fun. So today I'm going to be taking a look at 4 different distributions, Mint 20, Pop! OS 20, Kubuntu 2004, and Elementary OS 5.1. So the reason why I'm doing this is because last weekend I installed Ubuntu on my machine, and I'm finding a few problems with the consistency of applications on Ubuntu, and this is best demonstrated by a demonstration. Let me demonstrate this for you. So I'm going to minimize this and get up it here into another workspace. And I'm going to install LibreOffice Impress, just the single application. So let me open that up and install it. And then give it a run. So you can see that it's not following my themes, and it's not following the text sizing that I've laid out inside of my GNOME tweaks. So not good. Now I can fix this problem. So I'm going to remove LibreOffice Impress. Hopefully I'm going to remove it. Click the button. And I'm going to install the full package LibreOffice here. Now this full package is actually a snap. It's done via Snapcraft.io, and its publisher, its developer publisher is Canonical, so it should be trustworthy. Now one of the issues, another issue I'm having with this package is that it is version 6442. While if I go on to FlatHub, I can get the FlatHub package 6452. But that's kind of neither here nor there. I'm going to another problem is that Ubuntu doesn't make it easy for you to install Flatpaks right off the FlatHub website. You have to do a Flatpak install FlatHub. You have to do this command to get it to get Flatpaks on your machine. While I'm in the software repository right now, and I can just press click to get this snap package. So I'll get the snap package. And I'll give this a run. And you can see that it is following my theme, and it is respecting the font sizes that I've set out in GNOME tweaks. So the problem that I'm having isn't that I can't get the software that I want, nor is it that I can't get the software that I want to look good. The problem is that it's inconsistent between what I am choosing here. So like you saw, if I chose just the Impress application, which is not a snap, it is actually a Debian package. It didn't respect my themes, and you saw that it's difficult to install FlatHubs on Ubuntu or Flatpaks on Ubuntu, and the snap package is a little bit dated compared to the FlatHub version of that same package. So where did I put my PDF? Here we are. So let me go through what I want from a computer. The reason why I'm doing this distribution show and tell, this distribution hop, is that I want to move off of Ubuntu, but there are certain things that I need a computer to do. So the first thing that I need a computer to do is that I want to continue my learning on various different Linux Linuxy things, Linux features like BPF, like kernel LSMs, SE Linux, things like that. And I need my computer to allow me to continue my learning. The second thing I need my computer to do is allow me to communicate with my friends and my friends have kind of settled on using Zoom and Signal. So those two applications are demanded by the distribution that I use. So the specific list of things that I want are Zoom, Signal. I also want QEMU, specifically QEMU that either is compiled to use -display GTK or -display SDL, because that's these two display options are a lot faster than using Spice or using VNC. Using display GTK is so fast that often you can't tell if you've got your QEMU window maximized. At least I can't tell that I'm actually using a virtual machine when I'm using that -display GTK option. I need C++ compiler, either GCC, G++, Clang, and I need the C++ version to be at least version 17, and that's because that is the feature that includes structured bindings. Now, Clang 8 is the minimum version that includes structured bindings. So the minimum Clang version I want is version 8. I'm not so sure what the minimum version of G++ is, but I'm only going to be searching for Clang in this video. I want a distribution to use systemd because, in my opinion, it's the premier init system for Linux. I've used Android init, and I've used the old System 5, and in my opinion, systemd blows it out of the water. So I want a modern day system running a modern day init system, which is systemd. I also want my distribution to make it easy to install NVIDIA graphics or install the NVIDIA graphics by default. For example, Pop! OS comes with an ISO that already has the NVIDIA drivers inside of the ISO. So you don't have to, there's no muss, no fuss. You just install the ISO and you're good to go. I also want my distribution to be nice looking. I want to have a nice dark theme in it. Now, aesthetic appeal is something personal for everyone, but we all know what we like, and I know what I like. So I want it to look the way I want it to look like. The last thing that I'm not going to get today, but I do want SE Linux to be the mandatory access control that my operating system uses. Now, unfortunately for me, Ubuntu uses AppArmor, and all of these distributions are based on Ubuntu. So I'm not going to be getting my desire of using SE Linux from any of these distributions, but I still want to take a look at them. So enough blather. Let's get on with the distros. Just to remind you, I'm looking at Kubuntu, Mint, Elementary OS, and Pop! OS, and it's all the latest versions that ship for these distributions. Now, we have to remember that Elementary OS is based on an older version of Ubuntu, so it might not have the things that I want right now, but we have to judge these distros about based on what they're shipping this date, which is July the 4th, 2020. So I'm going to run them all at the same time so we can all compare and contrast them and look at them at the same time and kind of go, oh, that one looks good. I don't like the look of that one. That one's got a lot of bugs in it, that sort of thing, all at the same time. So a note about the rest of this video, I'm going to be pausing the video in a second and adjusting my monitor so it's set to 1440p rather than 4K. And the reason I'm doing that is so that you'll be able to actually read the text on these four virtual machines. If I was using 4K, the text would be a little bit too small for you to see, and during the install, there's no real way to zoom things in and out without causing kind of issues with the virtual machine window. I'm going to speed up the rest of the video right until the very end, where I will be giving my opinions on these four distributions. But if you have if you're confused about any of the things I'm doing while the video is sped up, leave a comment in the comment section, and I will hopefully figure out what's going on and respond to you. So, I am going to pause the video now, and I will see you in a few seconds. So of these 4 distributions, I really liked the look of Elementary OS after I was able to get it up and running. To me, it looked the best. However, it is running an older kernel and it is running an older base of Ubuntu. The QEMU that is shipped with it is not compiled for GTK displays, but it is compiled with SDL. So, there's a lot to think about there. I wasn't too enamored with the Kubuntu 2004 look. I didn't like that all that much. I like the look and feel of Pop more than Mint, but that might be because I'm more used to Pop. So I think I should give Mint a try. Between Mint and Elementary, I liked Elementary better, but obviously Mint is more up to date. Unfortunately, none of these distributions failed any of my tests. With the one exception that Elementary doesn't have the default clang as a clang greater than 8. Its default is 6. You can install 10, but it might start becoming a problem for doing linking things. So, for example, I'm going to have to soft link clang clang 10 to clang, and I might have to do that for the whole tool set as well, which might be a pain in the butt. And I'm sure like Mint ships its default clang as clang 10, so all the linkers and things like that will work properly with Mint. So yeah, other than kind of ruling out Kubuntu, I'm still on the fence with all 3 of these distros. So put a comment in the comment section down below to tell me what your favorite was. And if you have any questions regarding about what I was doing while I was going through the sped up section of the video, ask those questions in the comment down below too. So thank you very much for your time. I hope you've learned something about Linux, and have a good day or a good evening or a good night.